Organization Explorer, here's one way you can look up all your customers. Do you want to explain this list on the slide?
Sure.
Put the one name. This is how Catherine likes to chart.
Yeah, they have another section that has like a tree view, and to me, I just like to keep it simple. And as long as you're starting to, I mean, once you get to like Diamond, I'm sure that this is a much more complicated way to chart than what I do. But right now I'm currently trying to get to Ruby. So like for me, when I look at it, normally the ones are going to be, these are going to all be her loyal customers. But if you'll go down to where distributors start, so like this would be Stephanie. You can tell because there's a 1 right here, so it's a personally enrolled distributor. And then all of these 2s are going to be the loyal customers. She has a lot more than I do, so that's what.
Those are all my loyal customers. What the hell?
Yeah. And then when you get
and then Ebony Pergel, she's a distributor underneath.
Right, and so then once you get to the 3s, then that's Liz's 3rd line down. So that kind of helps you, like, remember how I was saying you start on your top line? Mm-hmm. So that's your top line would be your 1s, and then the 2s, and then the 3s. So like Stephanie's distributors it'd be Stephanie's 1, but for Liz's charting purposes.
But April Baker's a distributor. She's a distributor.
But is she under this one?
So that's her under her. And Kirsten Jones was a former loyal customer that Nikki ended up signing up as a distributor. So she's a 3, but
they'll still be in there.
Right.
Sometimes
but this is on hers also and not yours. So her numbers are going to be different than your numbers. And so we were acting like we're charting under Liz and not you. So that's why the numbers are going to be different, because it's obviously they're going to be higher in level on yours.
If you go to distributors, they'll break down just your distributors so you can chart. That way it's manageable.
Right, there's a whole list here that you can look into, whether it be your steps to success or personally enrolled.
Go to volume total by distributor.
Okay, you want to do this? Sorry. Here's how I chart. I'll go to the organization viewer, and it'll basically pull up a tree.
Our whole point is to show you there are multiple ways of doing this. I have my personal way of doing it. Liz has her personal way of doing it. Clearly, you have your personal way of doing it, and so we all do it in a different way. There is no one right way to chart, as long as you're charting. Right.
Okay, so what I wrote on the board was Catherine was my executive. So I would click on her name. Hopefully this site works.
In case y'all don't know, the system has been down all day today. So eSuite's going slow and customer service can't answer calls today. So if you have technical difficulties, that is why.
So I click on Catherine's name and it basically show what distributors are underneath her. Okay, and then you just keep clicking. And on each name,
there's none under her, Sarah Baker.
So I clicked on Sarah Baker, and here's her information up here. So I'd click on volume. Okay, her auto shipment isn't at 80, but her volume, her GV is 342. So she is so close to being commission qualified. And, maybe one small order would have gotten her there. But that's one way of keeping in contact with your distributors. You can let them know, hey, you've only got 8 points to go. You can place an order, or try and find somebody that would like to place an order to get you there in order to be commission qualified.
But you can't place an order yourself in order to be commission qualified.
You can place orders underneath that distributor.
That would help. If she placed an order, that would go under like this number. She placed a separate order, not her regular auto ship. Okay. So yes, she could order something, get this to 150. Because to be commission qualified, you either need 80 in your auto shipment or you need 150 in the PVV. So yes, she could place a separate order. It would go under this, and that would get her to 150. And then yes, she would be commission qualified.
Are they still commission qualifying you through GV 400?
I have not heard that. And actually, I don't believe so. I had one under me last month that their PBV was at 120, their auto shipment, they didn't have one, and they were over 400, and it still said, when you go to the report, it still said not commission qualified. So I think the only way to be commission qualified now, and I'll double check on that, but 99% sure those are the only two ways now.
Which are what ways, sorry?
The 80 auto shipment
Oh, yeah.
or the 150 PBV. And that would be your personal orders plus your loyals auto shipments or their extra orders.
Makes sense. I think that was all I was going to go through eSuite about.
Yeah, just know that
Calendar. You ever do that?
I tried to.
It's listed at the bottom of the page.
oh yeah,
Exactly right.
you know what? It's okay to ask questions though. That's the only way you learn.
Sometimes
The calendar,
we may use them that stuff.
I do because like if I miss a corporate call, you can go back on there and it'll tell you normally. Yeah, if you go to like the corporate calendar, maybe.
Look, I was
Mine normally, maybe that's different. I do know also that you can print this. So some people, like, I guess instead of if you didn't have a planner or something and you had wrap appointment, you can add a new event onto the calendar and then print it out just so you're staying more organized and keeping up with everything.
Can you link this calendar to your phone?
This one, no. Personally, I just, like, if I have a loyal sign up on like the 23rd of the month, I just set a reminder that's going to go off monthly on that day. Like, but I'll do it a week before. So if it's going to come out on the 23rd, like,
Mine
you're a
for
loyal. Yeah, so I always text you a week before. And I'm like, hey, it's going to come out on the 15th. Is this still, do you still want these products? And is that date still good for you? Or do we need to switch some stuff around? So I personally, that's how I stay organized. Other people use filing systems. It's a matter of preference, but I always have my phone with me and wouldn't always carry a
Do
filing
you use the
system.
app downloaded on your phone or do you use the
I have the app. I use both. I mean, like I was at a wrap party helping somebody launch last week, and she had some people that wanted to sign up loyals, and we kept getting an error code on the app over and over and over and over and over. And so we just logged into eSuite and did it that way. So I mean, just because you have the app, it's not, doesn't solve all your problems. Sometimes they have some glitches with it, and I know they were doing some updates on it, so we were having some problems. But you can use, I mean, the app to enroll people, eSuite to enroll people, or they can enroll through your regular website that you put out there. So there are 3 ways. If you have trouble with one way, there's 2 more ways still.
Or if the internet's just not working, have them write their information down while you've got them there. You know, their card information, their name and number,
Or call
all
customer
that.
service. You
Yeah.
have that number now. You can enroll people that way. Something that I'll go ahead and mention, I know you and I will talk later about all of this, but one of the reasons that you will have to call customer service and that you can get an error code is that billing and shipping addresses don't match. It is not going to let you enroll them in any of the 3 ways, no matter how hard you try, if their billing and shipping doesn't match. You have to either put in a support ticket and enroll them or call customer service that way.
Should we go over, we've got what, 10 minutes?
15 minutes.
Are there any questions, things that you've been having trouble with, things that you wonder, specific things you need help with? Good. Yeah, I'll help you afterwards. I got you covered. We'll figure out what countries we can all get it to. I think it's awesome that you have people all over the world that want it. I'm proud of you. So no specific questions. So then the last thing, did any of you watch Melissa's training on how to get more distributors? What was was there like one aha moment that you absolutely loved, or? Liz, what was your aha moment? The one thing that you told me.
My favorite thing that she said was, don't ever label a potential. Don't ever say, oh yeah, they're just going to be a loyal customer, or oh yeah, they're just going to be a distributor, or just not order at all. Don't ever label them. You never know. Always give them that option to sign up to become a loyal customer, because you never know. Pretty much.
Did you have a specific one or?
I think my brain is Friday.
It's the end of the day. I get it. It's almost Friday. I know.
It's this much, I'm trying to think through it, because between that one and watching some of those loyal conversations, I'm getting a
Right.
little bit of. Is that that video or is it that?
There's so many videos, but they're also helpful.
This is that, and I'm kind of.
Mine was actually, she posted a little bit more on it today, probably saying his name wrong. What is it, the Eric War method or whatever that she always uses with potentials, whether it be loyals or whatever. I really like that. And then I also just ordered the book that she was talking about, The Magic of Thinking Big. I just ordered that because there's multiple ways, because if you've done the color personality, you know that everybody's not going to react the same way. And so I ordered that because she said, you know, there's multiple ways to approach the
Is that the
situation.
GoPro that she was talking about too?
GoPro is another one, and then the Magic of Thinking Big was the one that they all just got on the Diamond Retreat that Casey got for them. So actually, I have GoPro already, but I didn't have that one. So that one I really did, and I really like the exercise that she did. And then the other thing that I really liked is that, sorry, I'm looking at my notes from when I watched it. Oh, she kind of talked about some Facebook or social media things too. And the two things that she said, one of the things was, if you want to complain, go upline, not online. There are a lot of people that just will vent their frustrations, and you have to remember that everybody is watching you, not just your team. So if you have an issue, especially, I mean, obviously it works related, go to your upline. Don't vent that anywhere. I mean, even on the team pages, like what happens if you're venting about somebody that was a potential distributor, and then what happens when they sign one day? They can still see that. So make sure that you don't put that sort of stuff on there. And then her biggest thing that I took from it is when people tell her that they're not getting distributors, her first question is, when's the last time you asked somebody? And to me, I was like, oh, good point. I mean, when is the last time you asked somebody, you know, are you interested in becoming a distributor for this? So probably when you wrapped and did the party pad, but other than that, if you're not doing the party pad and you're not getting in those wrap appointments and you don't ask somebody, then there's no way you're going to know. So you want to end early and just.
Yeah, we can just
So
tell
my
whoever
thing-
really needs the chart, and you can look it up on the laptop if you want.
And if you haven't watched the Melissa's thing,
The one from today?
Yes.
the How to Get Distributors, I think that was Monday. You've already watched it. Was it Monday? No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like you
What
said,
did
they
it
all
say?
blend together.
Wait, well, there was something she put on there, just, hey, somebody put something on just a little bit ago.
Was that in the Ruby Task Force thing? I saw
Yeah.
that one. Yes, I did see that one. But this one is just on the TWAL page. My challenge to you is to watch that in our next training, or just comment on the page later today. What is your one big aha moment? Liz had one. I had one. I want to know your big aha moment. Feel free to comment it on our event page from tonight. But watch that. It really is helpful. She has some really good points that are a little bit more outside the box than what you think about on a day-to-day basis.
And the easiest way to pull that up is just go to your event and go to past events if you know you were invited, and it'll be right there.
Yep. You can also, I found out today, I didn't know, you can search events now in the top two. So I just typed in how to and get distributors pop down. So if you have specific questions, then we can stay and go over those.
A
I'll
wrap
stop
party,
this.
is that